I gotta clean my bar. Alright. Let's take off. Recap. I did that class, the Stop the Bleed class at Barracks 616. Very good class. Hopefully it resonates with me for quite a while. And I can remember some of it. Even the instructor's like, you guys are going to forget half of this shit. And I'm like, he's right. I know he's right. Just sitting here. But I only took a couple notes. Professor took some notes. Better ones. What else? You were on vacation?
I was on vacation down in Florida.
We'll go over that in a minute. I'll do the intro.
Yeah.
SmashCastBros, keep it local, keep it cash. Tell the feds to kiss your ass. I'm Ty.
Boo.
I'm Trigger.
Subscribe, like, share.
Tell your friends.
Comment.
Tell us we suck.
Diss us.
I actually don't care.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention.
No, but
Love us, hate us, whatever. As long as you're listening.
Yeah.
I'm still getting worn out in the bedroom. Amy's still,
Good.
yeah, right. All right, so tell us about vacation.
Flew down to Florida, see my mom, a yearly trip kind of thing. Flew in Thursday, kind of just relax. Thursday after flying. Ooh, the anger I got walking through Charlotte because you got to go to a different terminal and everybody walks in just random directions. They don't have a goal. They just meander. And the urge in a secured part of the facility to not punch people in the side of the head for just being ignorant of their surroundings. It's pretty high. But because you have hazmat, right? Mm-mm. Oh. Because we have hazmat, we can use our CDL number as the TSA known traveler, and we get TSA pre-check right through. So we get the short line. We don't get all the rigmarole. Just breeze on through.
My problem is I go with a bunch of other people usually. I'm almost never alone. So
yeah, but you could breeze through the pre-check and then be waiting for him. It's like, what took you guys so long?
I'm already 6 drinks in.
Put a dildo in Amy's bag, go through TSA, get the other side of it, and just laugh at her.
No. You want to get your camera, huh?
Hell yeah.
So you can record a reaction when she finds out.
Dude, that fucking thing will go past my head.
So
I don't know if you spent enough time with your mom. Because, I mean,
it was a lot.
You've only got one mom. She's not going to be around forever kind of thing.
So
how many times you go out to dinner with your sister?
0. You know how many times I saw my sister during my trip?
0.
Exactly.
Oh, no, you miss her?
No.
0.
She left town going to some thing at Disney. Shouldn't have kids.
Oh, that's right. Weird. She's a big Disney nut.
Yeah, she's just weird. So she went and did that, and whatever. I got to see her dog. Cute little dog. Smaller than mine, but very lovable dog.
Is Hyper yours?
Oh, a lot calmer. I'm kind of jealous about that, actually.
Yeah, your dogs are kind of spaz.
But, went to Sam's Club. Of course, my mom had an accident in the parking lot of the Sam's Club while I was there. She was backing out of the spot, and some other lady was backing out of a spot, and they just met in the middle. No damage to any vehicle, so we just went our separate ways. And I'm just sitting there like, I just got to Florida. I don't want to be here for this.
You guys, I knew you sucked at driving before I got here. Now you just proved it.
Look, you're in a state full of old women, and you're, let's be honest, an old woman.
Maybe I should drive, Mom.
So, spent Thursday kind of just relaxing after traveling. Friday afternoon, we went down to St. Augustine to see Tom Segura, and we did a chocolate factory tour. And we were going to buy some chocolate at that factory afterwards. Artisanal chocolate factory. They wanted $42 a pound. Now,
Holy
you tell them they can
shit.
pound it?
Now, me personally, I am perfectly content with $1 a pound Hershey's. So,
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, I'm going to stick with Hershey's for a while then. because $42 a pound.
Here's some Reese's.
I guess I'm not going to say that I haven't done that before because I did buy chocolate-covered strawberries at the Bellagio. They were $6 a piece.
Damn, sucker.
Jesus.
That was probably on sale, too.
But,
Good God.
ate dinner at some little taco joint, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And went to see Tom Segura. Parked at the Elks Lodge next door to the amphitheater. $20 for parking, but it was cheaper than the $120 for a spot next at the amphitheater.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, Elks Lodge it is. $20 is cheap. When I went to see Billy Joel, the cheap parking in a garage was $40.
Dude.
A surface lot was $50. So yeah, $20 ain't too bad for parking.
Damn.
Even though it's $12 at Van Andel.
Dude, we need to buy some parking garages.
No shit.
No, you just need an empty lot near a popular venue. I mean, actually, if you buy one of these lots down the hill, you could probably charge some parking for the free fare.
They do. They usually donate. It's usually like going to some.
Yeah, you normally got Ronald Fire Department
Something,
and then
yeah.
Women's Advocate and there's a bunch of
The
different
money goes
Girl
to something instead of
Scouts.
profit.
Yeah, there's
Speaking of Girl Scouts, what the hell's up with them prices? Somebody said they were like $8 a box or something.
I think they're $6 a box.
Holy shit!
But I got the breakdown of it because I'm sticker shocked on that one too. I got the breakdown of it. But
the Bidenomics on a fucking Girl Scout
and
cookies.
it's like $1 goes to the Girl Scout troop.
Is yours?
No. $1 goes to the Girl Scout troop. $2 goes to the state Girl Scout organization.
Okay.
And the rest goes to the manufacturing company. That's how much the Girl Scouts have to pay for them. So it sucks because you can go to Aldi and get the same cookies.
I know.
For like $2.50.
Elfin ones for
But
two of them for the same price.
it's not supporting the Girl Scouts, which
Is local ish.
it helps build their I don't even know, their freaking sales skills and being able to sit out there and
They do it better than the schools do.
Is it sales skills when they set up outside of a pot store? Because I feel like that's just fish in a barrel.
well, okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that
Remember,
one.
the fundraisers you did for school, whether it's pizza, subs, garbage,
Yeah.
whatever. There's a reason that they do that, and it's teaching the kids how to sell and market and do things like that. So every time a kid comes to me, I make them earn it. Tell me why I need this. Tell them why I want this. Tell me why you need to, this is a learning experience for you, not just come to me and I'm going to buy it automatically because I know you. That's the softball. This is not just that anymore. When you come to my house, you need. So if Natalia came to me and says, "Hey, I need you need to tell me why I want this and why it's good for me and where the money's going. I need to know everything."
Oh,
And
shit.
They don't like doing that. The kids just
I'd
don't
be
like doing
screwed.
that. But I make them earn it.
Because the kids come to me with the world's best chocolate or world's finest chocolate, and as long as they got caramel, if they came with just a box of caramel, I would buy the whole box for their asking price. I have. I brought them from Mike's daughter.
Yep.
Whole box.
My kids won't eat caramel. Either one of them.
Every one of them. I bought them from Andy's daughter.
I like the
Ron Smith.
Yep.
I bought them from his daughter. Before the other kids' daughters got into it, I bought them from his daughter. I bought them from.
Any
I
supplier
won't buy
Yes.
the whole box out because if one comes to me, that means there's going to be more behind this kid.
Oh,
I want to make sure
it doesn't matter. I used to have top drawer in my toolbox. Every person that came back, I would buy every caramel they had.
Now it's just pre-cooked bacon.
So, don't be a
Gonna make
hater.
money. Here,
If
kid.
they had bacon and caramel, freaking world's finest, oh, dude.
World's finest.
That-
If you
What
want
was
to
that?
make bank, start
Yes.
wrapping.
Whatever happened to that bacon that you had that one time? That maple bacon.
What maple bacon?
Wasn't it? We got it from Wright's brand. Was
Yeah,
it
what
maple or
about
was
it?
it? You had it at your house one time, and then I went out and found it, and it's so good, but I can't find it anymore.
I don't know. Wright's is kind of hit and miss
I
here.
was gonna say it's you got it at Meyer, you can get it at Costco.
I can't find that maple.
No.
But it, dude, it
I was gonna
like-
say
it was
I
like
see
sweet
Wright's brand
and-
bacon all the time at Costco, but I don't know if
for,
it's the
for a
maple.
bacon guy, if you've never had it,
The maple
you think
is
you
pretty
like
good.
bacon now? Damn.
I'm gonna tell you the best bacon I've ever had. Shop local, keep it local. Pinckney Hill bacon,
Really?
a freaking awesome. Pinckney Hill's pork breakfast sausage, freaking awesome.
I'll let you know
Give it a shot.
tomorrow
See if Amy can...
after I cook up the bacon from the pig, half a pig I bought. I'm not sharing. I'll just let you know how it
That's
goes.
fine. That's
I'll
fine.
report back.
I'm fine with that.
But yeah, Saturday did Tom Segura. One of the openers had this big old monologue talking about time he got hired for a comedy gig at some factory in Parma, Italy, and said it, the whole thing devolved into an orgy, and then he was going over like orgy etiquette and all this other stuff. And sitting next to my mother, it's not very funny. And all I
And
can
your
think
mom
is
is pretty straight-laced, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
She's pretty straight and narrow. And he's doing this, and all I can think is, shut the fuck up. I am next to my mother.
But he's scooting away from his mom a little bit at the time. Oh, sorry,
But,
Mom.
you know, then Tom Segura came on, and people showed up late for the event. And you know how those aisles always go. So there was one couple that their seats were on the far side of the road, of the row. But instead of going around and taking the short way in, they forced their way all the way through.
Past your big ass.
I'm not exactly short, so every time someone wanted to come or go, I had to stand up so they could fit through. My mom could just turn sideways in her seat, and people can sidle by.
Feel like you were in church? Sit down, stand up. Sit down, stand up. Sit down, stand up.
Well, I wasn't raised Catholic, so no.
Oh, okay.
But so as soon
I
as,
was
they
getting
seen
poked
you, they're
in-
like, man, I'll just hold it. I don't know.
But, you
So
know-
people that don't know who Tom Segura is, he's a stand-up comedian, and he's pretty popular. He's very popular.
And I got us these koozies,
Sweet.
nice neoprene koozies. They were
pretty
$5.
thin.
They were $5 a piece.
They are nice. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Billy Joel, I bought one can koozie there. Billy Joel wanted $15 for a can koozie,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
and the logo was faded.
These are nice.
And it was foam. These are neoprene, double-sided, and they're in good shape for $5 a piece. So
Thanks,
I
sir.
like these.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
This one's just stay here. I like that
I
one.
figured they're good for in the bar.
I like it.
It's like when I stopped at Buc-ee's and picked up a bunch.
I like that one. I get somewhere around here. I don't lose them, so.
Mine's just on the front porch of the
The,
house.
the
where I
shitty,
sit.
like the Yukon gear stuff, that one's I let walk away.
Like those.
Yeah, I got a Yukon one right there. You
Fucking
want it?
foam ones. And then Saturday, that was Friday. Saturday, we drove up to Beaufort, South Carolina. See some my
So from your mom's house to there, how long of a drive is that?
2.5 hours
Oh,
north.
okay.
Oh, that ain't
terrible.
bad then.
No.
Well, I mean, your first 5
To-
hours of your day's shot, but
To see family that I don't get to see normally because they live in Beaufort, South Carolina.
So where's your mom? What city?
Amelia Island. Fernandina
Oh.
Beach.
north side of the east.
Set, first
right?
or second exit off of 95
Okay.
into Florida.
Because I want to say that's where stepdaughter goes with her dad is. Maybe it's. Yeah. Something like that.
I used to go to Ruskin with Ed. We'd get drunker and shit the whole fucking trip.
I used to go to Pine Island and Fort Myers Beach.
Until
Fort
Todd
Myers
White
is
went with us
way
one year.
south.
Oh, yeah.
Todd White went with us one year, and all of a sudden his girlfriend showed up, and I'm like, oh, great, they're going to be banging the whole time.
So, went up to Beaufort, saw my aunt and uncle, my dad's sister and her husband, and then my other uncle, my dad's brother, and his new wife rode motorcycles a couple hours across the state to visit at the same time. It was kind of nice. But my uncle brought my aunt, my brother's sister, and I these glasses.
Oh, that's cool as shit.
Moody's Open Road Adventures, acid etched with a bagger on it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
He brought us some cups. So,
Do you go, can I get an Aprilia on mine?
well, he's like,
A wrecked
I know you
one?
don't ride this kind of bike, but It's a
cool.
bike.
It is cool. That is cool as shit.
Sunday I made fried chicken. No, I did not wear my onesie. Made fried chicken for my mom's family because they all live on the island, so they came over.
But did you show your mom all your TikToks?
No, I did not at all.
Did you let her listen to the podcast?
No, at all.
Oh, I can't wait till she comes
She
up.
is
Me and
already
Trigger get our hands on her.
disappointed about my life choices. It's a road I'm not going down.
Like how? Because you're a trucker?
No,
Because
I
you're...
was just kind of bullshitting.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she would like it if I would move south, but fuck, it is way too hot down there.
Not down there, buddy. Looking
okay.
outside right now, the south sounds pretty good, man.
It was 30 degrees here. It was 80 every day I was down there.
Tina's probably pissed because I haven't plowed her driveway.
Well, I mean,
It'll be gone freaking Monday.
That's kind of what I'm wondering.
so
It's supposed to be 50 degrees Monday.
We got Easter here.
but
Sometime. I don't know when.
tomorrow too.
No. Sunday.
Sunday
Sunday
too.
too. Yeah.
We can say it here because it'll be over by the time this comes out.
And the snow will be gone.
So, yeah, and then Monday was kind of a relaxation day and flew out Tuesday. Flew into GR. It's $102 to park.
That wasn't terrible.
It's not. Get in the car, drive from Grand Rapids to Lansing, about an hour and 15. Get to Lansing, get off on Waverly, because it's down the road from the animal hospital I bored them at. And power was out in the area. So all the lights were out. So traffic was horrendous. Sit in traffic, stop and go. People can't figure out how to work an intersection when the lights are out.
You didn't want to board them in Grand Rapids?
I looked at a place in Grand Rapids, and it was a lot more money.
Okay.
And
There's
I
one
was-
right on 29th Street.
There's one on 32nd Street, too.
No.
But
Right.
very quickly. So, anyways, yeah, flew back, drove to Lansing, got the dogs, drove back to Ionia, and went out Tuesday night to pick up pizza because I wasn't going to get delivered. Thanks, Domino's. Picked up pizza, stopped by here to grab all the stuff from last weekend, went back home, left it in the car, vegged out all day Wednesday. Wednesday night, finally brought the stuff inside. Thursday morning, I was like, all right, I need to get this shit done. I don't want to have to do 2 weeks at once.
Well, it was kind of quiet last weekend for the most part. Trigger got a family breakdown.
Yeah.
So
What happened there, if you don't mind?
Oh, so I worked last Saturday. Got out. Got home. Pulled in the driveway. No more than threw my car in park, and my brother calls me. Hey, up here in Grand Rapids, Lowe's with Mom and Dad, and their van won't start. Starters out of it.
All right, call a mechanic. Bye.
That's exactly what they did. Is they called a mechanic.
yeah,
So I'm like, okay, wow. Yep, I'll hook up to the trailer. I'll be up there to get it. Get up there, and I took tools with me because I was gonna change it right there in the parking lot. I pass the little exit, and Mother Nature decides to be a squirter and just shower. And it was a downpour.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you felt some gurgling.
No. Went up there, loaded the van up, drove it over to Clarksville, over to guy's house that we use, Dad uses a hoist at, and backed it off the trailer, pushed it off the trailer onto the freaking hoist, and left, went and parked my shit, came here.
Actually, you didn't do too bad. You made good time because you made it
halfway through the
two-thirds
second.
of the 2/3 of the.
When I pulled in the driveway, it was about 4:45.
Well, Nicole and her boyfriend showed up, and he sat here with us for a minute.
So,
And then
yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about the confusion.
the 3 Jeremys.
Yeah.
No, I got home about 4:45. I got back home, disconnected the truck from the trailer, took care of everything, and was here at 8:15.
That's cooking. So,
No, there's a couple of times my
did
brother
you winch it
followed
up
me.
there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got my winch fixed.
Okay.
Did that ground thing that everybody was saying to do. Flawless, worked flawless.
Good.
What ground thing?
So I went to use my winch last September, and
Picking up Joseph's new car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And before I ever got the winch line tight, my cables had a thermal meltdown. Second time I'd ever used the winch, they had a meltdown. And the winch stopped working. I'm like, awesome. So I just spent all that money on this freaking winch. I haven't used it long enough, but it's out of warranty now. I'm screwed.
That last deal they had on, if you needed a new one, that was a cheap, like $279
Well,
for that thing, 12,000 pound winch.
I did some research, and coming off the battery, the ground goes straight to a post on the side of the drive motor on the winch for the ground. And they're saying take a ground cable, make a cable to go from that stud to one of the mounting bolts that mounts the winch to whatever winch plate you're putting it on,
A real ground.
and that'll take care of the problem. And sure as shit, it worked flawlessly. Pulled my parents' van up on the trailer like it was nothing.
Knock on wood.
I couldn't even get the line tight when I was trying to do Joseph's car. So it's 100 times better. So I didn't end up frying my freaking whatever $400 winch. So I was grateful for that. But
Well, Ty, what is it you want to say? Check the ground.
If you have an electrical problem, especially on an automotive issue, check the ground first. It's it's always, what do we say? It's always the fucking ground.
But again, you got to remember, I was in Burton Heights, didn't plan on this. I didn't have extra cable. I didn't have any of that. I was going to pick up a car.
Sun was going to go down any minute, and you were going to get mugged.
So I literally disconnected my truck from the trailer in the freaking road, backed alongside my trailer, hooked a strap to it, and dragged the freaking car up onto the trailer.
Pretty
Hooked the
sure
truck back up.
we did that when you picked up that
Yep.
one dually.
Yep, did that too. But
Chalked to the wheels of the trailer and then used a dually Ford to drag a dually Ford up onto the trailer.
that was borrowing the neighbor here's trailer.
Yeah. He wanted an extra person there because it was in a sketchy area, and he wanted a second piece of steel nearby.
Yeah. Hot iron.
Yep.
No, cold is preferable.
Yeah, right. But
Less paperwork, but it can get warm real quick.
But yeah, that was my Saturday before I ended up here, and then yeah.
I've had a lame day today. Fucked my scooter up. I think I'm going to have to buy a carburetor. Hope not. Those are $250, by the way. Can't change the oil in my side-by-side because that's a total bitch. Wait till you see where the oil filter is on those things. I called Alan, and I'm like, where's the oil filter on this fucking thing? And he says, oh, well, mine's right next to the thing. He goes, oh, but mine's a little different. Yours is in the front. And I look towards the front, and I'm like, is that? Reach my hand up there on that, and I'm like, son of a... Yep, I found it. Can't get it. You have to take the seats out, the back window out, the back paneling out, the carpet, all that out, and then there's an access panel that you still have to... I still don't know how hard that is to get out. There's screws in it, but it looks like it... From the engine bay side, it looks like a triangle. But when you get on the inside, it looks like it's the whole thing and there's no cutout. So you have to take that off and then get to that triangle.
Trigger, when he was showing me, I had to basically put my head on his shoulder to be able to see through to where this oil filter is.
When we go on break, I'll borrow that Arkland Pro he's got. By the way, Professor, Moody got an Arkland Pro.
I actually showed him the settings on this thing.
Yeah, his
because
works better.
somebody didn't show us what all it can do.
Now, and he got a really good deal on it too.
Yeah,
Out the door, you got it for $55.
55 with shipping, tax, everything.
That's a good deal, man.
From Olight.
Back to your side by side. This is the thing that I hate about working on shit. Is these engineers are complete and utter assholes.
Alan said that there's a couple companies out there making remote kits for that. You mount it on there. Once you get access to it, you mount all that shit on there and put a remote filter on it, which should have been done from the factory
No.
for what you pay for them.
No. Like all modern vehicles, it goes together smoothly in the factory. End of story.
It probably is an option from the factory on yours, but your dad's a cheap fuck.
No, he got everything on that. The problem with tomorrow's project is because he was in a hurry, so now we got to do a bunch of side-by-side work tomorrow. The radio, I'll do the radio, you guys do everything else.
What do you mean everything else?
So like I said, I got plans
signal
tomorrow.
kit.
I got that freaking...
No.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we do the radio tomorrow, and he buys that oil filter relocation kit because I think his mechanic would be happy about that.
They do enough for me and feed me all the time. And
Yeah, but if he buys it, then when you do an oil change, you're not going to have to struggle so fucking much.
I know.
I say, I'd be more than happy to help you, but I already had plans doing this freaking fundraiser.
I get it. That's good. That turn signal kit turns into an all-day event.
Does it?
Do I need to bring over all my solder kits?
No,
Solder heat shrink?
I don't think so. It's all plug and play, but it's a lot of wire running. Tear everything off of it, lay it all out, and then start running wires. Anyway, let's get political.
Yeah, so got back to town. I had these big dreams that I was going to get my garden set up for the spring because it had been like 60 before I left, 50, 60.
Yeah, we were in
I was
shorts.
like, I'll get back, I'll till the ground, at least get the plot ready.
The ground was probably frozen when you got back. It's so damn cold out.
Well, I thought, I'll get it ready. I'll get the Camaro out of storage. I'll rearrange the garage, get it ready for summer and all the other stuff. And then I hear, before I even get back, hey, it snowed. Fuck. Okay, tilling's out, but as long as it melts, I can still get the Camaro out.
And for those watching on YouTube, they can see out the window that there's 6 inches of fucking snow out there.
Yeah.
Right now. What are we, Friday night?
6 inches of snow. But, yeah. Camaro's still I didn't do shit the last couple days.
I thought
I've been
about
off
starting
work.
mine.
I didn't do a damn thing the last couple days. Battery's all topped up on the Camaro because I got that trickle charger on it. I need to go back to Harbor Freight because those battery disconnects like your dad has on, forgot what car it was, the screw. I need to get one of those for the Camaro because it's not a bad thing to have.
Nope.
That way I can just unscrew it to disconnect the battery because it does slowly lose power.
Really, the only thing pulling on that's your
Stereo.
radio memory.
But, last year towards the end of the season, it sat for like a month. And I'm sure the battery's not the greatest to begin with. But, that being said, it's not full of computers, so it'll still kick.
Right.
I mean,
Does that got your sun visors? Does that have sun visors in it that you flip down also?
it's got one side I need to get
Does that got
replacements.
the
Vanity mirror.
vanity mirror with a
Light.
light? Because my car, I couldn't figure out why my
Of
car kept
course
going
it's got a
dead.
vanity mirror.
And I went out one night, and just out of the corner of my eye, seen a little bit of shine, climbed in there, and you could see the lights glowing behind the covers.
Really?
So I reached up, unplugged them, battery never went dead again.
Jeez.
When the flight was taken off leaving Grand Rapids last Thursday morning, and when they kick full power in and it starts really rocking. Well, we were taxiing, and it
Kind
felt
of like if you were in a Mustang versus a Camaro.
no. We were taxiing. It felt like I-69 north
When
of
that
Lansing.
plane actually launched, that's Camaro power.
That's 305 power.
Nope.
But no, the taxiway, when they were taxiing it into the runway, it felt like I-69 north of Lansing.
Oh, God.
In a plane with how much tickets cost, I don't want to be bobbing down the taxiway.
Well, the way Boeing's been going lately, it's probably just got flat spots in the tires.
But yeah, started taking off and they put full power, and I'm like, God, that feels like I'm in the 305 again.
Oh, the Z-28's out. All right.
Glad I don't got one of them sissy 302 planes. Crop dusters run on 302s. Heavy lifters run on 305s. All the cubes you can get.
Okay, buddy.
No replacement for displacement.
Yeah, the old adage.
So does that mean a 400 is better than a 305?
Yep.
Yeah. No replacement for displacement.
What if I told you I found out mine's a 307?
Well, it's good to hear you bored it over.
No.
Trying to get a touch of that 305 power.
Uh-huh.
Nope. 307 Chevy power.
It's good to hear you're putting Chevy and everything Ford again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, rip the wheels off that car.
It's just like
I'm surprised your mud truck stays together with all that power. The Chevy under the hood.
I'm going to get political for a second. Did you see the Rittenhouse thing in Memphis?
no.
Rittenhouse, his thing is going around the nation and doing speeches, and that's how he's making a living now.
Well, it's the only way he can make a living. He can't be hired by anybody.
Right. They'd be...
Jackson.
Jackson?
Shoot.
Anyway, word got out, and a bunch of liberals showed up at a Turning Point event in Memphis, and they were heckling him super bad. They're talking about, kill him, get rid of him. You murdered innocent people. And just,
I murdered a pedophile.
yeah.
You're welcome.
And he's like, I was there helping. I was giving medical aid. I was cleaning. I was helping people out.
Stopping a
I
fire
was
at a
being
gas
security
station.
for businesses because they were getting looted and rioted
Yeah.
on. And they're like, no, deflecting. And they're just yelling at him. He finally ended up getting escorted off stage.
Why? You just say, I
Because
shot a pedophile.
he
You're
should've.
welcome.
He should have.
Oh, I forgot. That's a Democrat.
There goes one of your votes. It was bad. You'll see the video at some point. I'm sure I'll send it to you. Somehow.
Well, the old joke was flying around. It's like, see, just goes to show you can shoot into a group of liberals and still not hit one good person.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. That's a due date.
That being said, the one guy in the pink shirt was saying, shoot me at N-word as a white guy. So technically, Rittenhouse did the good thing, and he canceled a racist person.
Well, was that a hate crime at that point?
No, because he's liberal. It's not a hate crime. But technically, Rittenhouse killed a racist, so the left should be applauding him.
Maybe I'll find it and send it to you on break, and we can talk about it when we come back. But it's ridiculous.
Redonkulous.
I don't feel okay about it. If they're yelling, kill him, and
The fact that the event let them even be there.
somehow the
Despite being
news got out,
disruptive.
and somebody that was
I don't care if people show up that have opposing viewpoints, but when you start being disruptive, you need to be removed.
they were called in. They were like a Soros order. They were called in to come in and raise hell.
But
You can. It's pretty clear. Now on the other
Like
side
an
of that,
insurrection?
yeah.
no. Oh, so
On the other side of that, now the liberal side of things, they're going to go, no, that never happened. Bullshit. We know what happens.
So my mom's side of the family is pretty left. Well, we were watching that show Manhunt. My aunt apparently was an extra in it, and we were going to sit and try and see her in one of the episodes. Whatever. I just want the fucking pizza that goes along with this whole thing. So we sat down and we were watching it, and there was a scene with a little bit of riot or whatever. And my uncle kind of commented, "Oh, it's like January 6th," and all I can think in my head, because I'm not trying to start an argument.
You mean Minneapolis?
He said January 6th, and all I can think of in my head is more like January 20th, when the fucking liberals destroyed everything, not the guided tour of January 6th.
Yeah, no shit.
Where one window got broken and one lady got shot for putting her head where it didn't fucking belong. That's January 6th. Everyone else got a guided tour. January 20th, they were tearing down barricades and setting fires and just destroying shit. But the left doesn't want to talk about that destruction.
Oh, no, it never happened.
That's not an insurrection. That's a peaceful protest.
Ask your
Guided tour where you can see staff members. Well, this is where Congress meets. That's an insurrection.
Why do the politicians, the Democrat politicians, why do they not want all of the footage shown? What are they afraid of?
Oh, food's almost here, so.
Okay.
All right.
Moody and I got our Buffalo Trace on. Oh, do you guys smell it now? Oh, shit. All
Actually,
right,
smells pretty good. It's actually really
that
smooth.
ain't bad. Damn. That doesn't burn or nothing.
Actually, much like the mammoth we had the one time, I
Yeah.
can feel the heat starting to radiate.
It's coming up.
Like that mammoth
Not
we
that,
did?
That mammoth was way hotter.
It
shit,
was, but it
boomers.
went down real nice.
Shit, boomers was stiff, man.
Here, take a little snort.
That's a sipping whiskey, that's for sure.
It is.
Chug, 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 chug. It'll warm you up.
God awful.
Buffalo Trace, not bad.
Not bad. It is definitely a sipping whiskey.
It is definitely a bourbon.
It's got
That's
the
god
heat.
awful.
But you know what goes great with bourbon?
Pussy.
Kentucky Waterfall.
That too, yeah, okay. I'm gonna drink
I'm in
this
the middle of
bourbon.
a beer, so I'm going to finish the beer, then I'll finish the whiskey. Then I'll go
Dude,
back
you're
to
sweating.
beer.
Are you sure this is okay?
I'm sweating because it's 1,000,000 degrees in here.
No, it's not.
I turned the heat off.
I
I
know.
had to take my sweatshirt off because I was cooking. You took your sweatshirt off because you were cooking.
And now I'm about ready to put it back on. And he's got it. Anyway.
Well, he's always cold.
I'm always
He's
cold.
basically
Don't
warmed up.
don't ever use me as a reference for hot and cold.
Okay, in other news, all of a sudden, suppressors, the background check on suppressors are coming back in days.
Really?
Yes. 5
Did
days
you see
max.
somebody? I got an email today about some huge suppressor sale.
There's a bunch of them. But now the manufacturers, now that everybody can get them within days, they're going to be blown off the shelves, and the manufacturer's not going to be able to keep
They're
up.
going to be scrambling.
Yes.
Tactical shit.
Yep. The guy that owns that, he sent out a video on Instagram saying, it's all great, but the manufacturers are going to have a hard time keeping up once their warehouse is empty.
Well, yeah, they don't have a month of lead time to work on it.
Not anymore. He's not wrong. So suppressors are coming back in a week. Call it a week. Your tax stamp.
$200.
It's actually taking longer to get the thing out of their hands into yours.
Yeah, but the downside is it's $200 tax.
It's still $200, right?
If we just abolish the ATF, then the background checks will come back in 15 minutes.
Right?
Unless I shoot your dog.
Wow.
So
That's why you abolish them, then they won't shoot your dog.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
I mean, the FBI can still stop by, shoot your dog, and say, we didn't mean to pass your background check. We couldn't find anything. We just didn't want to pass you.
right. Garantham. Actually, the professor sent me a video today, and I was walking through Myers watching that, and I'm walking down the aisles, and I'm like, man, I'm not doing a very good job shopping, but I'm watching Grantham, and they're putting suppressors on subsonic rounds, and he's downrange, and the rounds are going over his head. So they're like behind a little dirt pile, and the rounds are going over their heads, and it's unbelievable. All you can hear is, foo, 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 foo. You can hear bees flying around this guy louder than the fucking bullets.
But yeah, subsonic, there's no crack.
300 blackout, and they said, what is it, about 1,000 miles an hour is, or what, 1,000 feet per second? 1,000 feet per second is the sonic boom. Right around there. 1,000 to 1,100 feet per second is the sonic boom.
Hold on. 2 feet per second. 1,125 feet per second is the speed of sound. So as long as you knock it down to just 1,100, it's subsonic.
Right.
And you still got all that velocity.
But the 300 blackout, that's a fat bullet.
Well, what's the muzzle velocity of 300 blackout?
I think they're all subsonic at that fat size. I don't know.
Muzzle velocity of a 300 blackout. Holy shit. 2,250 feet per second.
Okay. But then they were doing subsonic 22. You couldn't hear any of it.
I mean, 22 is already pretty quiet with the supersonic rounds.
And you put a suppressor on it. You can't hear it at all. Yeah, it was a pretty cool video. I'm like, wow. And it, I mean, I always wanted a suppressor, and I have one. Now I really want one. So that was
So you
really
can
cool.
run subsonic and have a hard time finding it.
Right. It'd be really cool. Now, if you can get a suppressor within a week's time,
You know, you can get a kind of a suppressor in like 5 minutes. There's this place across the street that sells oil filters.
you can run a pillow on it, can't you?
Yeah.
Fold the pillow over.
Pillows are a little more expensive.
There was that one video where the guy goes, let's see if it makes any sound. He folds the pillow over and goes over and he pulls the trigger and it's that woman going, ah, ah. Oh, yeah. That's still pretty loud.
The movie Shooter, Marky Mark, but had a 2-liter on the end of it, which is the same
pack it
idea.
full.
It's an expansion chamber to slow down the gases. So 2-liter might do the same thing, but obviously that's a one-time use.
Definitely the way to start a night right here. Damn, 90 proof.
No, this is the kind of thing you pour on the rocks and sit out in your driveway and tell people to make bad decisions as they drive by.
I do that on the light stuff too.
Anything
What about
good?
you? Any other topics? Let me get to my notes.
I'll be honest, I didn't do much of anything for anything the last week.
I've just been doing some sale shopping this week, trying to save some money, but get some much needed stuff. Been working quite a bit of overtime just
Holy
to
shit, he brought his own. Yeah, mic him up.
try and get some shit paid up. Got a bowling tournament to go to tomorrow. Hopefully do well. We'll
Tossing your balls around.
Yep. Had a pretty good this last Sunday bowling night, so
G-Dubs is in the house. Here, take a hit of that. Tell me what it is.
Strong.
Oh, I just watched your beard grow. I'm smelling that. Oh, yeah.
it does say I'll put some hair on his nuts, so
Let's,
Yeah, but his wife might not be happy about that in her purse.
It's got apple in it.
It doesn't. It's just bourbon. Got a little heat to it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Buffalo Trace. Wow. Burning. Great balls of fire. Whew. Pretty soon it'll be down there.
Chase it with some of that water.
Wow. I didn't even hardly...
To be fair,
Really?
that's spoiled water he's got over there. You got
How many blue ribbons is that shit one, man?
Leave that here when you leave. I want that one. He's a comedian.
he's a raunchy comedian.
His wife is great too. I like
That podcast with the two of them looks
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Your mom's house and the whole thing. Yeah,
That won't fit.
won't fit.
No. I had a problem with condoms.
The great, they're all too big.
Can't get them on your boyfriend.
Your dick's too much. Tried to ride him, I slapped my ass 1 rodeo, 2 rodeo, 3 rodeo.
In my notes, I got. What's a song that you could listen to every time you go for a drive?
This is gonna sound weird, but Meatloaf, Out of the Frying Pan into the Fire.
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
That's actually a really upbeat song.
Really?
I'm not a Meatloaf guy. I don't like the Who. I don't like the Doors. I don't like.
Look, I don't like the Who. I don't like U2.
I don't like you.
But
I don't like you either.
I grew up with Meatloaf. It's a pretty good. I like
Wow, you
Meatloaf.
can
You have a Meatloaf look, do you?
Well, hold on. The best part is,
Is he mic'd up?
yeah.
Okay.
The best part is, I found out later on in his life, or after his death, really, Meatloaf was very conservative. Like you never really know with
Really?
Hollywood, but
Right?
he was very anti-COVID lockdowns. He was against all that shit. He was very right.
Amen.
Well, then
I like
again,
him all of a sudden.
you can kind of expect that. Dude's from Texas,
Oh yeah.
not
There's some parts
Austin.
of, yeah, I was gonna say, there's some parts of Texas that are pretty blue.
Texas is getting really liberal because all the liberals from California
yeah.
are moving there.
And don't realize that their voting made California the way it is. So they're
Right.
now they're
Now
blue.
they're going to ruin Texas, one state at a time.
Yeah, right.
Start at the biggest and work your way down.
Jesus.
They're going to move to Texas, make it the new California, and then this place sucks now, and then leave
They're gonna go to Florida and, go,
and
"This
not
place
see the
sucks
issue,
now."
not see the chain of events that happened.
What's your song that you could listen to every time you go for a drive?
The Sound of Silence.
I could listen to that one. To be honest, anything Simon and Garfunkel. But
Not Disturbed Sound of Silence.
I don't mind it. But I
I
gotta
just
go with the
meant
original.
a generic Sound of Silence.
I figured he'd go Ace of Base. something
No,
real-
no. The Animals.
The Animals.
House of the Rising Sun.
Hold on. What about the
Man, you got some-
Hold on. What about the Commodores? She's a brick. Ow.
Could do the Proclaimers.
500 miles.
Yep.
Except your car won't do 500.
Greg's
it's
not a big
Ford.
music guy. He
Well, I would go with Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
That's a classic. You can't go wrong with that. And then
Right.
that new one by Jason Aldean.
Try that in a small town.
Yeah. It just got a good ring to it.
I do. Yeah, Amy likes that song quite a bit. Probably the Rambler. I like the Rambler. It's a song from me and Amy, I guess.
Buck Cherry.
No, it's Black Stone Cherry. Close. Yeah. Or Buck Cherry. I like Buck Cherry stuff too.
Too many cherries.
Maybe
My cherry pie.
Zombies. Cranberries.
Oh, that's right. You're really old, aren't you?
No,
I was thinking,
I just
man,
like older music.
Autograph. Turn up the radio.
Yeah, that's got the
Could do
that's
that
got
one
the
too.
Z28 feel right there.
Oh, I got one. Whip it real good. Da-na-na-na. Devo. Can't beat Devo.
What was it?
Crack that whip.
Yeah. I don't remember. Def Leppard had a lot of good stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I hate
So, did you know that they are the greatest selling hair band of all time?
Def Leppard?
Yeah.
Good. But then again,
They beat
hold on.
Guns N' Roses. And,
How much money do they still make for every strip club that plays Pour Some Sugar on Me? Because it is a go-to
you
strip club
think-
song. They've got to be getting royalties off of that.
I've never been to a strip club. What are those?
Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
That Buffalo Trace is already kicking in.
Yeah, no
It's
shit.
making them dumb.
Well, are you ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, what time we start?
It's going to be an all-day event. I'm afraid to tell you, it's going to be maybe a
fine.
day and a half.
It's fine.
Okay.
Do I need to pack a cooler?
Yep.
I don't know. I'm starting at 7:30, so I guess we want breakfast.
I'm still on the fence. I didn't plow anything because I figured it's going to melt right off.
Yep.
So
Well, tomorrow's supposed to be mostly sunny and 48, so.
Yeah,
Say-
it's going to go tomorrow.
Yeah. He's going to turn into a sloppy ass freaking
What are
mouse.
you doing in my garage or your garage? Because mine's got nice heat.
I know. but you own a screwdriver and a pair of pliers.
And don't know how to
Oh,
use either.
Well,
So my heat sucks, but I have everything we need here.
okay.
Do I need to bring my heater, the infrared?
Running off that propane tank,
I can bring one of mine.
it might be cleaner and less smellier.
Well, the infrared, as long as you're in front of it, it doesn't make as much noise. You stand in
I'm
front
thinking
of it.
the pot one you got.
Oh, I can bring that one too. I mean the infrared. It's only 30,000 BTU like this thing, but if you stand in front of it, it can be cold in the room, but you will be warm. It heats the objects, not the air. The
I've only got one tank right now, so
I can bring a partial. I'm partway through a tank. I can bring that one.
I need to take mine down and get
Wait,
full.
just turn that at full blast, open those doors, and stick a big fan going out there.
Yeah.
Why don't you run this overnight to get here real hot, and then tomorrow you open the door.
then that tank will be empty.
Well, if nobody's going to be over here or out here overnight,
Run the
start your
torpedo.
pickup.
I'll
Crank the
still
heat,
gonna
roll
make
the,
sure nobody breaks in.
roll the windows down, crank the heat. And
Take a nap in it.
Thank God.
If there's any mice or anything,
I
I'll
probably
kill them.
should start it. It hasn't been ran in quite a while. No, it's the radio part. I think will be fairly decent.
I figure it makes sense to do both of them because you gotta have everything tore out anyway to run wires to the back, and I kept that other subwoofer.
Subwoofer.
Put two of them in it.
Take it back. Send it back.
I did.
Turns out changing the oil on our side by sides is an absolute pain in the ass.
Can you give me a demonstration?
Nope.
On mine?
I couldn't even do mine today.
Really?
Yeah. I got the gears done.
Well, he could have done it. He just got lazy.
You take seats out. Take the back window out. Take the felt, the back wall felt out. Then there's supposedly an access panel back there that you can pop out to get to just the oil filter.
Well, that makes it really smart.
And then you bring
Maybe mine's changed.
then you bring a
Maybe
dripping
tractor.
oil filter through the cabin.
Well, if I'm gonna take that back fell though, I'm gonna take and put some soundproofing.
Some sound
I heard
deadening.
that works really good on those.
Ross
But-
was just over. He said that's what he did to his, and it made a. And he don't have doors on his. It made a world of difference.
Yeah, I've heard that. But you're still going to have that access panel.
Yeah, but just,
No, it's a big fucker.
But you just put the Dynamat on and around and just leave a seam.
I think I'm going to switch over. You want that? Man, it's just fucking strong. Gotta try switch over to the light beer. Anyway. Yeah, we got work cut out for us.
Yeah.
what time we starting?
I don't know, mid-morning?
7:30.
go over and knock on the door at 8 a.m.
Mid-morning.
Get the dogs to bark.
Ring the bell.
Amy will love it.
Incessantly ring the bell at 8 in the morning.
Just go tap 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 tap, and then as soon as they stop, tap 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 tap.
Them dogs go crazy. I even called Tina and told her I'm going to have Greg all day Saturday, so don't plan on him running anywhere. Okay. Anyway. No,
I'd sit over here all day and watch it.
the road music was just one of them.
I'll charge my flashlight so I can stand there and hold it.
I can't remember any
Not
off
the
the top of my
flashlight.
head, but a video
No,
that
he
you
keeps
can't
it
look
over
away
there.
from. What's a video that you can't look
Oh,
away
a
from?
lot of those gore videos I keep stumbling across.
Right. Okay, all of those. A video you can't look away. Yeah, the gore videos, the train wrecks,
Oh,
for a while there, I was getting a lot of videos sent to me, like the beheadings and stuff overseas. Those are crazy.
And it's always with the dull knife. So there's
might as well just use a 2x4.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Cut
log.
their head off.
Oh.
this is taking a while.
Yeah, so this is just a thing I wrote the last show. I think, I don't know if I recorded it or whatever. Maybe me and Professor said something after we did. A never winning battle.
Boy,
A never winning battle. That's all of life, man.
Insurance.
Insurance. A never winning battle. I like that line.
taxes.
What'd you say?
Government.
Taxes.
Well, there is a way out of that. It requires a bulldozer, some welding skills. I saw a video. Some Arabic country. They had a killdozer rolling down a city street with the ripper in the asphalt. This was in the Middle East for sure. Driving down the road, up armored bulldozer just ripping the trench down the middle of the street.
Well, they did that in what, France not long ago?
Yeah, that was farmers though, and that wasn't up armored. This was up armored in the Middle East, and I even commented, sometimes it hurts to see people living your dream.
Well, that guy did that in California, been probably 10, 15 years ago.
Marvin Haymeyer?
I don't know.
That was in Ogden.
Ogden, Colorado.
Was it Colorado?
Danby, Colorado.
Where he built a killdozer.
Granby, Colorado.
That's the OG killdozer.
Yeah, Marvin Haymeyer. That's,
He's the goat.
He's
He
when it
is.
comes to killdozers, he is the goat. Yeah, you're right.
Well,
You're
shit.
right.
Israel's got all kinds of fucking armored dozers and.
Dude, I'm telling you, if we scratch some shit together, go to the UAE, they got supercars that are just abandoned.
I was looking at one today, a freaking Lambo that was abandoned, had like freaking 21,000 miles on it.
Dude, it gets like a flat tire, and them fuckers just say, I don't want it anymore. It's not worth getting a new tire. I'll just buy a new car.
Had
like
two
trigger
little
money.
triangle windows freaking busted out of it. The rest of the body was beautiful, just covered in dust. Inside it was covered in dust because of the sandstorms and everything. With all the dust in those two little triangle
I don't know what it takes to
They
get...
opened the freaking door. The light there, the dash lit up, everything lit up, the keys were in the ignition.
I don't know what it
That's
takes
got
to
305 swap written all over it.
I don't know what it takes to get the title, but if it's not too bad, just go in there.
It's got to
buy
be
'em.
bad, otherwise everybody'd be doing it. Like the gas monkey guys would be buying them up left and right, and
Well, shipping across isn't the cheapest thing either.
my whole boat.
But they show videos all the time of supercars and beautiful freaking high dollar cars sitting in just lots.
Wasting away.
Yep.
But it's dry, arid conditions, so it's not rusty.
No.
Right.
It's
Not
just
Michigan
Just
rust.
sandblasting the finish up.
I'll repaint a fucking Lambo if I can get it for super cheap.
No, is this in like in Dubai or just?
Yeah.
Yeah, United
They
Arab Emirates.
pay for license plates, and like that one license plate is like $5 million because he wanted specific numbers.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got all sorts of fuck you money out there.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Do you remember? Oh, he used to live in front of the.
Can you turn your dinger off?
Oh. Do you remember the guy that lived in front of Rolling Hills? Butler. Kevin Butler? I think it's Kevin. They actually live in Dubai.
What?
I don't know what he does. I went to school with her, and he was a grade or two ahead of me. I think he's some smart guy, and I think he's probably over there
Well, no
working
shit.
for a company. But they live in Dubai, and
It must be a situation where your dollar goes farther, maybe?
no, Dubai is like the most
Oil
expensive
money.
place in the world to live.
Then somebody else has got to be paying him dearly then.
Oil money.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. Want to take 5?
But over there, Bunny's like, if you don't drive anything, as cheap as a Lambo, that's the low end. You're nothing, because it's ungodly.
But then you see all these guys in the freaking videos doing. You ever see the guys doing figure 8 donuts and everything going down the freaking road in their little Toyota pickups and shit, just sitting there doing stunt driving? But they got like 3 people in the cab and 4 people in the bed of the truck, and
I seen them driving.
They're
up
doing
on
it, they're
2 wheels,
freaking-
and
yeah.
the guys taking
Yeah.
on top. It's like,
Yep.
What is this? Iron Free Fair stunt show?
exactly, and they're doing this out on the freaking open road. But people are sitting there on the side of the road watching them, and they're just going back and forth doing this shit. And it's like, then all of a sudden you see a military vehicle pass, and it just keeps going. It's like,
You see that city they're building? It's called the Wall or the Line.
Yeah.
It's all mirrored glass on both sides, and you never have to leave the inside of this building. It's got trees, everything you need to live in it.
The
It's
Line.
Like, I already started building it, and it's like a mirage because it's like gold windows on it.
Pauly Shore already did that. It was called Biodome.
No, Google it.
The line.
It is a thing. Big mirrored walls on either side. And it's supposed to have all the growing abilities to support everybody in there and all the living situation and work. So it's just one. Basically, it's an old school city within walls, but they went vertical this time.
It's like a big mall, but it's got housing, it's got transportation in there.
So you know,
it just seems like a movie.
you know
Wall-E
the
or something.
you know the
right?
favela in Fast and Furious. What was it, 5? They're running through the favela, jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
Building to building. Yeah.
Basically like that. But
in their
vertical.
in their $1 billion cars.
But they have money that's. I mean, you talk about the world's richest person, Musk and Bezos.
They got nothing.
They've got nothing. I mean, these places are trillionaires, but they don't have to, show their money. But
Right.
they're so. I mean, they'll take a car and they'll gold plate it, the entire thing, with 24 karat gold.
They don't care.
It's just, and then they,
That's insane.
yeah.
Kid Rock's got golden shitters, so
It's shit gold. I mean, they're so rich that it's unbelievable because they don't have any. They run the country.
basically they don't. They have zero worries. They have zero stress. They must live to 120.
Well, they got to worry about who they're going to behead and stuff like that. I mean, they have stress. I mean,
So I looked it up. Every year, about 2,000 to 3,000 cars are abandoned by their owners in Dubai. Usually left at the Dubai airport or public parking lots. It's not impossible to find an abandoned car on a random street as well. So once it's identified as abandoned, Dubai police pick them up.
auction off, or?
They auction them off. If you are authorized for 100,000 AED, which is like 27,000 US dollars, Arab Emirates dollars, then you have to put a security deposit down of 20%. So $6,000.
Yeah.
But the supercars are invitation only auctions. But they
Okay.
do auction them off. But the point still stands.
That somebody's
we
got
shouldn't
so
go
much
there.
fuck you money, they just leave a Lambo or a.
well, yeah, you buy a
Right.
brand new car and pick it up at the airport. You go on vacation for 2 weeks, and then
You don't want a 2-week-old car.
I mean, well,
Ugh.
you know what the price of Uber is? I mean, to Uber from there to your hotel and then back,
Hold on.
might as well buy a supercar.
You want to talk
Get
about
to your house, leave it at the airport, and go.
you want to talk about fuck you money? Steve Jobs, when he was alive, did not want a license plate on his car, and he never had a license plate on his car. And the law in California is you get 6 months, then you have to have a plate. So he'd buy a car, he'd drive it for 6 months, trade it in on a new one.
Why not have a plate on your car? There's a reason for it.
He's fucking weird.
Paranoid or
Didn't want to get the ticket from the cameras or something.
Well, you still had the paper one.
well, he didn't have money to pay for it.
I mean, that being said,
hell?
if a cop pulls over Steve Jobs, he knows who Steve Jobs is.
See, I didn't know until he
he
died.
flashes the new Apple computer.
Yeah, on an iPhone,
You want to see the new model?
You could be
it's just like the last one.
you could be the third one and the first to have it.
But yeah, he would run for 6 months, trade the car in, and then run for another 6 on a different car. Didn't have to do a license plate. It's the way he wanted to do it. Whatever.
Yeah, I now I'm curious as to why, but okay. Not that it's going to be the end of it.
Eccentric millionaires,
Yeah.
billionaires.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
Just one of those things that he.
Then again, when you
Can't
got
The
that,
license plate made the back of my car look dirty or something.
that being said, when you got that kind of money, the 40% depreciation when you drive off the lot, he didn't care.
Well, it's a depreciating asset. You can write it off in his taxes. Especially in
Well,
business
he
stuff.
probably called it a company car
Right.
and made the company pay for it.
And he gave it away to somebody that wanted a plate. Jesus.
Yeah. People with money do weird stuff. Like buy 4-door side-by-sides.
Or can.
Or side by side, you can't change the oil, and you just go buy a new side by side where it needs an oil change.
I can't figure it out. Trading it in.
What a pain in the ass. So,
I want to at least watch it.
no,
Help me on mine.
I think I'm going to end up, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I
There's,
don't want to have to take it away to Grand Rapids.
dude, right?
Take back roads.
There's supposedly some relocation kits out there where you can mount to where it's at and then put it out to where you can actually get to it. But they're about $250.
Well, it sounds like that's probably I'd pay $400.
Yeah. I think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be the case.
Like you said, call Fox and see how much they get to change the oil.
It's probably $500
Which means relocation kit's already paid for itself.
twice.
Yeah.
You can buy yours and his for the cost of one oil change.
So make Greg pay the $500 for the oil change. You order the freaking relocation kits. You do the oil changes.
Yeah. You suffer through 2 oil changes, you get a free location kit.
Gotta be a way around it. I mean,
why would you? That's like an engineering.
No.
What the fuck?
No.
that's exactly what it is.
That is an engineering. It goes together nicely on the assembly line.
And
They
on
already
paper
had the
and on a
engines for something,
PowerPoint.
and they just fit them in there wherever it.
Well, that, because it goes in at one step. Anything else that has to go in, they don't want to have to work around a oil filter that might be convenient for the end user. They want it to be convenient for the factory worker.
It's insane.
It's the way all vehicles are made now.
Well, tomorrow I'll find out if I got a little flap door.
You don't.
We might. I don't know if we're gonna get that far into it.
Oh, we'll get that.
Why don't you
Because,
tear the whole thing
I gotta get
apart?
put back together. That far.
I didn't have to on the one I did already, but that was a different kit, so we'll see. I'm sure that kit came with a shitload of wiring.
It didn't have. All I had is the lights, and it said you got to buy a wire. I bought the premium kit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all, as they would say, plug and play.
it ain't plug
Makes
and
it sound like
play.
you just take the leg lamp out of there
Yeah.
and go plug it over there.
It's not that.
I'm sure it's not.
No.
Well, it is plug and play, but you have to depin the plugs to get them through different access points.
Yeah.
So you can repin the plug, find out you did it wrong, depin the plug, plug it back in, realize you still did it wrong, depin the plug.
It just sucks that it's cold outside.
The way I do things is put it all together, put all the plates, put everything back together, and then it don't work. And I got to take everything back off, unplug everything, go back and do it. God, if I would just read the directions, it probably would.
What are directions?
I just thought it was another guy's opinion, and I didn't like it.
I think we're gonna pull it where the truck is and start there.
Ooh, you gonna pull the truck out of here?
I am gonna pull the truck.
If
out.
it'll start.
It'll-
It won't start on the way back.
Then
in.
still have to
It's
work, on,
raining,
work,
ain't on
around
board.
work around the unused plow in there.
That's fine.
You put a coat of wax on it. Peel that snow right off the
I
driveway.
should, yeah. Oh man. Yeah, you missed a hell of a class. We took that Stop the Bleed class.
Did you?
Yeah. So
When was that?
last weekend. Yep, last Saturday. I invited you, but like I said, I wasn't gonna beg you.
Well, we just have so much shit going. We've got plans to do stuff all the time, and then, you know.
It was a 3-hour class.
Ooh. Well, while you were in that 3-hour class, I was
in a speedo
in
on a beach.
Beaufort or on the way back.
You take the
Stuck
dogs
in
with you?
traffic. No.
What'd you
That was
do
at
then?
work.
Boarded them. Nope, I boarded them. I flew down just to try and speed the trip along, but I think next year I'm going to see about getting an SUV or a minivan to drive.
You look good in the minivan.
Kind of like a creeper, but
We can spray paint some free candy on the
Dude,
side.
there you go.
he's
Get,
driving on the road playing ice cream music.
there you go. Get a white E150 or something van or a Savannah van.
Dude, just getting asked
One of those old church vans.
Yeah, there you
Sounds like a
go.
stripper name, Savannah van.
I mean, Savannah is a stripper name.
Yep.
No, actually, if I could find a nice, somewhat clean excursion,
Good luck with that.
I know.
There's
You
some out there.
should have looked while you were in Florida and drove it back.
Paulie might sell his. Does he still have it?
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything with it. He bought a Jeep.
Why do you have an excursion?
Haul his tractor around. His backhoe tractor.
I might have to text him.
He bought a purple Jeep.
Suits him.
He loves his purple. There you go. Perfect.
It's a booby light.
You know, that actually goes nicely with that.
It does, yeah.
You can stick it on the wall. It's got
Stick
a
it on
sticker.
the ceiling.
It's got a sticker on
It
it.
does, yeah.
You can stick that
right to the-
both sides of the leg lamp.
Make it the topper. Oh, what else we got? Should we take a break? What time is it?
33.
on the second tour?
So that's the second half of the first one.
Okay. Want to take a break and
Let's take a break.
do one more and call it?
One more, call it. And I think the dogs will be happy if I spend more time at the house.
Right. All right,
I
send
think
us
my
off.
dogs would too. I mean, my wife. Sorry.
Same.
Doggies? Is that what it is? Doggy? You go some
Dog.
doggy with the wife?
No.
Some kitty.
No.
On the way.
She got
Here's
kitty.
to those that wish us well.
All the rest can go to hell.
All right.
Say.